Hello everyone, this is Joseph. Today I'm going to share with you the solutions for question 15 from Math PSLE 2019 paper 2. This is the strategy that I'm using. I use the same strategy for all types of questions, whether is it in paper 1 booklet A, the MCQ questions, or is it paper 1 booklet B, the short answer question, and even paper 2, the long answer question. A very useful exam smart strategy. Okay, this is the question that I'm talking about today. I'm going to share with you. So I shall begin. Now, question 15. Jack has 8 identical large cubes. I'm going to do annotating now. So he has 8 large cubes and some small ones. Not sure how many. He used all these large and small cubes and packed them tightly into a rectangular box in such a way that the cubes of the same size are stacked on top of each other, and the box is filled to the brim, exactly to the top, to the brim, and there are no cubes jutting out, and there are no gaps. Okay, so the figure shows the first layer of cubes packed in the box. Okay, I'm going to use the diagram to guide me. Okay, now since it is packed to the brim, right? So I'm going to do some marking on the brim, on the box. So like that. So if there are 8 cubes, right? So 8 divided by 2, because in one layer, in one height, there are 2 large ones. So that means 8 divided by 2 is 4. That means the box is actually can be split into 4 parts. 1 whole, 3/4, half, and a quarter. Okay, all right. So this one we have to bear in mind. Now, looking at the length, okay, or rather, let's use a proper annotation. So using the breadth, looking at the breadth view. Okay, the breadth view. Look at the breadth view. Okay, we know that 2 large ones, the length of 2 large ones, right, should be the same as the 3 small ones. Okay, right, so this is the breadth view. Okay, now let's move on to the height view. This one. Okay, the height view. So looking at the height view, all right, the height view should have the same orientation. If we turn the large and small cubes in this manner, okay, you follow me? Okay, I'm going to re-sketch the container. So this is the height. This is the length. Okay, so I'm going to cut it into 4 equal parts. All right, so now we know that the cubes are arranged in this manner. One large, or rather 2 large ones, equal to 2 small ones. This can be one orientation. The other orientation will be like this. Like that. Okay? I think all of you understand what I'm referring to. So if we put the cube standing upright, it will look like this. This is the upright version. If we make the cubes lie down, it will be this version. Okay? So both are equal in idea. So if you look at the height view, so if we're going to stack up the large ones in this manner, right? Then we'll have this version. This is the height view. So if we have the height view, okay, 4 large ones should match how many small ones? Okay, so I'm going to draw in the small ones. Okay, here. Again, not the right drawing, but it's just a rough guide. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 small ones. Okay. All right. Now, This is a very important visual view that we need to know. Okay, the one that I've circled in green. Now, so the height view will help us to find out how many small cubes are in the box. So we need to connect the height view to the breadth view. Now, the breadth view tells us that there are 3 small ones along the breadth. Okay, 3, yeah? Right, so let me draw in a 2-dimension idea. So it'll be like this, small and small. So using our method of doing, we know that there are 6 small ones standing, and there are another 6, and you have the next 6. So in total, 6 times 3 gives you 18 small ones, right? So there are 18 small ones there. 18 small ones. Now, take note. Over here, it shows 2 sets. There are 2 sets here, 1 and 2. So if there are 18 small ones, all right, if you look at the one that is highlighted in green, there are 18 here. Then, and there are 2 sets, so 18 times 2, that must be 36. So what does it mean? The box, when it's filled to the brim, right, Jack used 8 large cubes, and he also used 36 small ones. So we actually answered part A. Okay, right? So we need to marry these two info. This one and this one. Bring these two ideas together to get our 18 times 2 equals 36. Okay, all right, 15A is done. I'm going to move on to 15B. 15B, so this is 36, small, right, together with 8 large. All right, 15B. Now the volume of the box is 4032 cubic cm. That means all the cubes, the total volume of all the cubes, large and small, should be 4032 cubic cm. Now the total volume of 8 large is 3/7 of the volume of the box. So let's find out what is, it means, okay, so the total of the 8 large is actually 3/7 of the box. That means the total of the 36 small must be 4/7 of the box. Okay, so let's calculate. What is 4/7 of the box? So 4/7 of the box means of the volume, which is the capacity. So 4/7 times 4032 gives us 2304. So 2304 must be the total volume of 36 small cubes. So I'm going to rewrite. So the volume of 36 small cubes should be 2304. Now, what is the volume of one such small cube? So you will take the 2304 divided by 36. So after dividing, we get 64. Now we know that a cube has length, breadth, and height. They are similar. They are rather identical because the cube has equal sides. Okay, right? So we all know that volume of a cube is length times length times length. Why? Because breadth is the same as length and height is the same as length. Okay, so if volume is L times L times L, it means L cubed, L to the power of 3. Then to find the side of one small cube, okay, we have to do something called cube root of 64. Cube root of 64 can be found in your calculator. So if you key in 64 with a cube root, we get the value 4. We have already answered the question 15b. So the length of one edge of the small cube is 4 cm. Right? Now, if you have difficulty understanding what is cube root, we can use this idea. Okay, let me rewrite this part to help you to understand. Okay, so remember, a cube has equal sides, right? So 64 must be the product of 3 identical values. Okay, so the only way to be identical, it has to be 4 times 4 times 4. This is the length, this is the breadth, and this is the height of the cube. Right? Okay, 15b is found, is done, and the entire question 15 is completed. Okay, now, in my coming videos, I'll be sharing with you question 16 and 17 to complete the PSLE 2019 paper 2. Now, if you find my today's sharing easy to understand, right, it's helpful to you in understanding how to solve using the visual skills. Visualization is important, whether is it from the breadth view or the height view. If you find that it's very useful, right, give me a tick, right? Give my channel a tick, and don't forget to share with friends who are preparing for PSLE, and most importantly, to subscribe so that you get notified of my videos, especially for question 16 and 17 being shared in YouTube. Okay, thank you for being with me. Thank you for supporting my channel. Most importantly, feel free to play back my video to always recap, revise. Okay, this is Joseph. Goodbye, and you take care.